We are the Smarter Business with AI podcast, your go-to source for practical AI applications tailored to small and medium-sized enterprises. Each week, we break down how AI is transforming businesses, from streamlining customer service to optimizing operations, while driving productivity and growth. Hosted by digital experts from New Era AI, we turn complex AI concepts into simple, actionable insights for your business. Whether you're starting your AI journey or looking to scale with cutting-edge technology, the Smarter Business podcast will provide the knowledge and inspiration you need to thrive in our ever-changing marketplace. Design tools helping creators push boundaries to personalize shopping experiences tailored to each customer's style. Visit neweraintelligence.com to learn more. Let's check out today's episode.
Welcome back to Smarter Business with AI. We are diving into fashion this week, and well, it's a lot more than just robots sewing clothes, believe me.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is AI is really changing so much, from design to shopping to marketing.
So many areas.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Let's start with design. I was reading about AI tools becoming like partners for designers, an algorithm as your creative collaborator. What do you think about that?
It's really interesting. There's this company, Kala, that's a supply chain startup, and they use AI to turn text or images into fashion illustrations.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were the first to use DALL-E for this, by the way.
DALL-E, for those who might not know.
Yeah, so it can generate images from text descriptions. Like, imagine what that opens up for designers.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's like an AI assistant that can sketch out all these design options in just seconds.
Yeah.
But it's more than speed. Big brands like Tommy Hilfiger are using AI to analyze trends, and they can figure out what consumers are going to want.
Yeah.
They're basically using data to predict fashion trends.
They actually even worked with IBM and the Fashion Institute of Technology on a project called Reimagine Retail, all about this, like analyzing tons of fashion data.
Yeah, that's a great example of how AI is changing the design world. It's faster, more data-driven, and could even be more creative.
Absolutely.
Think what designers could do. They can test so many variations before even touching fabric.
That leads right into rapid prototyping. AI-generated sketches get turned into 3D designs and printed.
Oh, wow.
Iris van Herpen, she's this incredible Dutch designer. She used AI this way for her Fall/Winter 2023 collection.
That's amazing. It does raise questions, though. Like, if AI designs something based on existing art, who owns that?
Oh, that's the point.
Yeah, the fashion industry is still figuring that out.
It really makes you think about like who the author is when AI is doing creative work.
But okay, let's switch to marketing. I've heard AI is really making a difference there, too. Totally. It's revolutionizing how fashion brands make visuals and market their products. Stitch Fix, they're even trying to use DALL-E 2 to give customers personalized clothing recommendations.
Oh, wow.
So you wouldn't just browse through tons of clothes, but see outfits picked just for your style.
That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, and that's just the beginning. Casablanca, the luxury brand, used AI-generated images for their whole Spring-Summer 2023 campaign.
Wow.
That's creative freedom and could save a lot of money.
I wonder if we'll see more brands doing AI-generated campaigns now.
Maybe. What's really cool is that AI can analyze trends in real time. It takes data from social media, runway shows, street style, you name it.
That's like having a finger on the pulse of the fashion world 24/7.
It is.
But it's not just trends. AI is making shopping more personal, too.
For sure. AI chatbots are everywhere now, giving shoppers advice and recommendations. Like Zalando and Shopify, they're both using them to help customers find the right stuff.
It's like a virtual stylist you can talk to whenever you want.
Yeah.
I've seen those chatbots, and they're impressive. But there's even more. AI-driven recommendations based on your style, even your body type. What do you think about that?
That's the future of shopping. Personalized to the max. Stitch Fix is already working on it.
Wow.
And then there are virtual try-ons. You can see how clothes look on you without even changing.
No more awkward changing rooms, I'm sold. And I hear it can even help with return rates because people will know how clothes fit before they buy. Warby Parker and Amazon are doing it with eyewear and clothing. Yeah. And Modifest, which is owned by L'Oreal now, they specialize in AR try-ons for makeup and accessories.
It's crazy how AI is making shopping online more convenient and personal. But there's this other thing, too, sustainability.
Yeah.
It's a huge issue for the fashion industry, which, has a reputation for being wasteful.
Absolutely. But I hear AI can actually help make brands more sustainable. They could use less resources, have less waste, and even recycle more.
That's right. H&M, the retailer, they're using AI to improve their recycling and move toward a circular economy.
I love that. A lot of people worry about fast fashion and the environment, so it's great to see brands trying to address that with AI.
Definitely.
What about supply chains and inventory management? Can AI help there?
Totally. Brands like Zara and H&M are already using it to predict demand and make their production better.
And so they don't overproduce and end up with tons of clothes going to landfills.
Exactly. It's efficient and
Yeah,
responsible.
it's smart business.
For sure. And, this also ties into what shoppers are expecting. People are more aware of how their clothes impact the environment and society. They want brands to be transparent and ethical.
That makes a lot of sense. So AI can help brands meet those demands.
Definitely. AI can give them data-driven insights and tools to make their whole operation more sustainable.
So it's good for the brands and good for the shoppers.
It is.
Okay, so we've talked about design, marketing, the shopping experience, and even sustainability, all revolutionized by AI. But what about the money? How is this impacting the industry financially?
Well, that's where things get interesting. AI in fashion is expected to seriously boost profits. By 2030, fashion companies are expected to spend between 3% and 3.5% of their revenue on technology, up from 1.6% to 1.8% in 2021.
That's a big jump. What does that mean in dollars?
Well, some say that just using generative AI could add between $150 billion and $275 billion to the profits of apparel, fashion, and luxury businesses in the next few years.
Wow. So AI isn't just a trend in fashion. It's a huge change that's reshaping everything.
Absolutely. But with all these opportunities come some challenges.
Like what?
Well, there's the concern that AI might replace human creativity instead of enhancing it. We have to find ways to use these tools to complement and boost human ingenuity, not get rid of it.
I agree. We don't want to lose that human touch in fashion, the artistry and craftsmanship that make it special.
Exactly. And that leads to another question. How can we make sure AI is used responsibly and ethically in fashion?
That's a great question. And it's something we'll dive into in the next part of our deep dive. We'll look at some of the tougher questions about AI in fashion, including how it might affect jobs and the ethics of using this technology.
So stay tuned, because this AI fashion journey is just getting started. Welcome back to Smarter Business with AI. We're going deeper into some of the trickier parts of AI in fashion now.
You know, one thing I keep wondering about is human creativity with all this AI tech around. Are we going to end up with algorithms making all the fashion choices and human designers are just out of the picture?
Yeah, a lot of people are wondering that. But we have to remember, AI is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used in different ways.
Right.
One of the articles we read talked about the designer becoming like a creative curator. So as AI handles more of the technical stuff, designers would focus on guiding the whole creative process.
Interesting. So they wouldn't be sketching every detail, but using AI to get a bunch of options and then choosing the ones that fit their vision or adding their own style?
Exactly. It's like having this super powerful brainstorming partner that can explore ideas so much faster than a person ever could. But it's still the designer who has the vision, the taste, the understanding of what makes a design really special.
I see. But then is there a risk that everything will start to look the same? If everyone's using the same AI tools, wouldn't we just have a bunch of similar looking fashion?
That's a good point. But that's where brand DNA comes in. Companies are starting to make their own AI models trained on their own brand style and designs.
Oh, so like Gucci would have its own AI that makes designs with that classic Gucci look, and Chanel's AI would create those timeless, elegant pieces they're known for.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of everything looking the same, AI could actually help brands make their unique style even stronger.
That's a cool way to look at it. Seems like AI can really boost creativity in fashion, not destroy it. But let's talk about the business side. We've seen AI in design and marketing, but how are brands actually using it to get ahead?
Personalization is huge. We talked about it before, but brands are putting so much focus on tailoring the whole customer experience. It's all about making each shopper feel like they're special, offering them products and services that really fit their needs and style.
Yeah, it's like having your own personal stylist and shopper and trend expert all in one, working for you 24/7.
Exactly. And brands are putting big money into making that happen. There's a lot more investment in AI tech across the fashion industry, from small companies to the big luxury names.
One article even said that by 2030, fashion companies are expected to spend between 3% and 3.5% of their revenue on technology. That's up from 1.6% to 1.8% in 2021.
Yeah, that's a huge increase.
So it's a big investment. But using all this technology can't be easy. What are some of the challenges they're running into?
Data is a big one. AI algorithms are only as good as the data they learn from.
Yeah.
And in the fashion industry, the data can be all over the place. It's in different systems, it's incomplete, it doesn't always match up.
It's like trying to follow a recipe in a different language with some ingredients missing.
Exactly. Brands need to spend time and money building a good system for collecting and organizing all that data so AI can actually use it.
And then there's the challenge of finding the right people to work with all this tech.
Yeah.
Data scientists, AI engineers, those kinds of experts are needed in every industry now, not just fashion.
True. And the fashion industry, which has been doing things a certain way for a long time, sometimes has trouble attracting those tech people. It's like two different worlds.
Yeah, but the brands that can figure out how to bring those two worlds together, they'll be the ones who can really use AI to innovate and stay ahead.
Absolutely. It's about being willing to adapt, try new technology, and create a culture that embraces change.
Yeah.
The fashion industry has always been about pushing boundaries and reinventing itself. AI is just the next step in that evolution.
So what would you say to fashion brands that are just starting to look into AI?
I'd say start small. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick one specific problem that AI could solve and focus on that.
Like maybe using AI to make their email marketing more personalized, or to make their inventory management better.
Exactly. Once you have some success with a small project, you can start thinking bigger.
I see.
It's also important to build a team with the right skills. You need data scientists, AI engineers, but you also need people who really know fashion. The designers, the marketers, the people who understand the products.
That makes sense.
And don't be afraid to work with outside experts if you need help. There's a lot of knowledge out there. You don't have to do it all alone.
That's good advice. It's a learning process for everyone, being open to new ideas and new ways of working, and probably most importantly, be ready to change and adapt as you go.
Yeah, the AI world changes all the time, so what works today might not work tomorrow.
Exactly. It's about embracing what we don't know, trying new things, and always learning. The companies that can do that are the ones that will succeed with AI. So what do you think the future holds for AI and fashion? Where do we go from here?
I think we're just at the beginning of what's possible. We're going to see a huge amount of creativity and innovation in the next few years.
Wow.
AI will give designers the power to create clothes and experiences that we can't even imagine right now.
Like clothes that change color based on your mood.
Yeah.
Or virtual fashion shows you can watch from anywhere.
Yeah, or even crazier stuff that we haven't thought of yet. We'll also see AI making fashion more sustainable and ethical. From better supply chains to less waste to a more circular economy, AI can help the industry become a force for good.
That's really exciting. But we also need to be careful about the downsides. We need to make sure AI is used responsibly and ethically in a way that helps everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to keep talking about the impact of AI, the issues of bias, the potential for job losses, and the possibility of misuse. It's about finding that balance between using the power of AI while protecting human values and creativity.
Well said. It's a complex situation that's constantly changing, but one thing's for sure. AI is here to stay in fashion, and it's going to be amazing to see how this all plays out in the years to come. In the final part of our deep dive, we'll look at specific examples of how brands are already using AI to change the fashion game. We'll also explore what this technology might mean for the long-term future of fashion.
So stay tuned for part 3, where we'll keep unraveling the exciting world of AI in fashion.
Welcome back to Smarter Business with AI. We've been talking about how AI is impacting the fashion industry. Everything from changing how clothes are designed to making shopping more personal and even making the whole industry more sustainable.
Yeah, it's been a fascinating look so far.
For sure. In this last part, I want to talk about some real-world examples of brands using AI to make a splash in fashion. I love seeing how these ideas we've been discussing actually work in practice.
Me too.
Like Casablanca, we mentioned them before.
Oh, yeah.
They use AI for their whole Spring-Summer 2023 campaign. Instead of regular photo shoots, they worked with an AI artist and used Midjourney to create those really cool and kind of surreal images.
Yeah, those are great.
I remember seeing them. They were so different.
Yeah.
Definitely grabbed my attention. And it wasn't just the gimmick. The campaign was really successful and got people talking about the brand.
It did.
It shows how AI can create something totally new and memorable.
Absolutely. It really highlights how AI can open up creative possibilities that wouldn't be possible or even imaginable with traditional methods.
Exactly.
Sharaf Tajer, the creative director at Casablanca, even said that using AI let them avoid all the logistics and costs of a normal photo shoot. They had so much more creative freedom.
That's amazing. It almost makes creativity more democratic,
Yeah.
more accessible for brands of all sizes.
Exactly.
Another good example is Revolve, the online retailer. Their AI-powered marketing campaign was really something.
Yeah. They used AI to design those billboards. So colorful and eye-catching.
I saw those.
Yeah, and the campaign was a huge success. They even made a limited edition clothing line based on the AI designs.
Wow, that's taking it full circle. It shows how AI can create a whole brand experience from the marketing to the actual products.
It does.
And it really shows how AI can capture people's imagination and make them want to engage with the brand.
Yeah.
But AI is changing how clothes are made too, not just the design and marketing.
Right. We talked about supply chains and inventory, but AI is also being used to make production faster and better.
Oh, that's interesting. Any specific examples?
Sure. Some companies are using AI robots to do things like cutting fabric, sewing clothes, even checking the finished products for flaws.
Wow.
It makes production faster, but it also reduces errors and waste, which saves money and makes the whole process more sustainable.
So we could have robots working alongside humans in fashion factories. That's kind of mind-blowing.
It is.
But what does that mean for jobs? Will AI take over human jobs in the fashion industry?
That's a worry a lot of people have, and it's definitely something to think about as AI becomes more common.
Yeah. It's true that AI can automate some tasks that people do now, but AI is also making new jobs in areas like data science, AI development, and software engineering.
So it's not just robots replacing people, it's more like the kind of skills that are needed are changing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's likely that many fashion jobs will change to include AI instead of disappearing completely. Like designers might use AI tools for inspiration, or merchandisers might use AI to analyze sales and make smarter buying choices.
So it's all about adapting and learning new skills.
Yes.
Fashion companies and schools need to help workers learn the skills they'll need to succeed in this new world.
I agree. And it's not just about the technical stuff.
Right.
It's also about learning how to work well with AI, using its strengths while keeping that human touch that's so important in fashion.
That's a good point. So to wrap up this deep dive, what are your thoughts on the future of AI in fashion? I'm really optimistic. I think AI has so much potential to make the fashion industry more creative, efficient, and sustainable. But we have to use it in a smart and responsible way, making sure it's good for businesses and for society as a whole.
I like that. It's such an exciting time for fashion with all this change happening. I can't wait to see what amazing creations and innovations come from AI and human creativity working together. Thanks for listening, everyone. We hope you enjoyed learning about AI in fashion. Until next time, keep being curious and keep exploring the world where technology and style meet.
Thanks for checking out the Smarter Business with AI podcast. We hope you found today's episode insightful. Be sure to subscribe for more weekly discussions on how AI is shaping the future of SMEs. New episodes and use cases every Sunday. If you're ready to explore AI solutions for your business, visit us at neweraintelligence.com. See you next time.